Got myself a notion, one I know that you'll understand, will set the world in motion, by reaching out for each other's hand. Ever need them, we all know all along, yeah. One way or another, together's where we both belong. If we listen to each other's hearts, we're fine, we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why, for the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye. Let's do that whole thing over. My channel, and if you're new, then welcome. My name is Jessyka, lover of cats, trap music, and you. Talk to me, baby. Okay guys, I'm so sorry. I just got done watching a Goofy movie, and that is so underrated. Like, we need to give a Goofy movie the respect it deserves, okay? The dance sequence alone in Eye to Eye is eating up most Disney soundtracks, okay? But anyway, that's not what we're talking about here today. Today we are talking about a few topics I got for you guys. So I want to first start off with Summer Walker and how every time she opens up her mouth, if it's not to sing, it's to get drugged, okay? It's like she low-key likes to get drugged. Like, Summer Walker, is that your kink? Like, is that your thing? Because we know babe than not, okay? Now, yeah, I'm a Summer Walker fan. Like, I'm actually, like, low-key a Summer Walker stan, but it's becoming very, very difficult when every time she opens up her mouth, it's something that ain't got nothing to do with you, and it's like, girl, just sit down and like be cute, like, god dang, and like try to breathe out of that new nose. That's what you need to be doing. But anyway, she weighed in on Eliza Reign and Future and they custody situation. So I want to talk about that, and she got gathered right the fuck up because Eliza Reign was not having it. I also want to talk about John Boyega. You guys might know him as the Black Stormtrooper from Star Wars, okay? The last Star Wars, not the Last Jedi, but like the one before that, I think. I don't know. I'm not a Star Wars person. I knew it was a reason I wasn't a Star Wars person, and John Boyega solidified that for me. He has some choice words for the whole Star Wars franchise and Disney in general. And then lastly, guys, I want to talk about Jess Krug. Jess Krug is a self-proclaimed, unrepentant child of the hood, okay? But turns out she's actually a Jewish girl from Kansas. And so we'll talk about all of that. Before we get into all that, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am so very grateful for all of the new subscribers and all the new viewers I've gotten. Also, bang that bell so you never miss any of my videos, okay? Follow me on social media. It's a good time. Go over there, go browse. All right, now let's get into all these topics. Alright guys, so I want to start off with Summer Walker. Summer Walker, sis. Like, what's Summer's real name? I need to address her on a personal level. Let me look that up. Oh shoot, her real name is Summer Walker. Okay, well my bad. Summer Marjani Walker. Marjani, I'm talking to you. I need you to know that I'm coming from a personal place. You need to shut the hell up. Okay, that's just what it is. Every time you open your mouth, Summer Walker, you are allowing yourself to get drugged. You continue to stick your nose in things that has nothing to do with you. So you guys remember, like, way back in the day, a couple years ago, I don't even know, 2020 has been so long, I don't know, like, what year is what, but a while back she talked about how she didn't bathe, right? She uses a bucket, a wash bucket is what she called it, and she bathes. She said she don't like to submerge her full body in water like that, so boom. So of course people was dragging her for that, because that's something that you keep to yourself if that's how you feel, okay? Then she was talking about how she was antisocial, or what was it? She had social anxiety when people were dragging her about her lackluster concert appearances. They're like, sis, girl, you stood there like this. You guys seen the meme, okay? She stood there just like this, and fans were not having it. They paid $200 to get to know her and talk to her, or at least get something, and they got absolutely nothing. And then you guys remember, like last week or a couple weeks ago, she was talking about babies and how parents need to stop feeding their children all of these chemicals and all this crap that's in Similac. Instead, feed the child, I'm using her words, the child. Instead, feed the child one pear for breakfast, a banana for lunch, and air for dinner. It's basically what Summer Walker said. She said that you could feed an infant child with $12.90 a week, okay? I don't know where Summer Walker thought she was going with that, but all that was just a mess. So people were dragging her for that. It's like, sis, you don't even have no kids, and you worried about that. And then now this, Eliza Reign gathered her right up. When I tell you guys, Summer Walker did not have on her bingo card today that she was going to get gathered right on up by Eliza Reign. If you guys don't know who Eliza Reign is, she is Future's baby mama, okay? Okay, well, which one? Future got about 1,100 baby mamas, okay? But she is the latest baby mama. She's the one that he was calling ugly, the one that he wanted to deny the child. I think she was the one that proved it was his kid by doing a sibling test. So with his other kids, they had the same DNA, so obviously it must be his kid. Okay, so basically, one, he was first denying the kid, and then now he don't want to pay child support, which no surprise there. Okay, the first reports that were coming out was that she was asking for $53,000 a month in child support. Now, since then, that has been debunked. Turns out she was not asking for $53,000 because Future did not, you know, show up, or he didn't disclose his income. They used the income that's reported on Forbes, and based on the income that's reported on Forbes, she deserves $53,000 a month. Okay, so the only way that number is going to change is if Future himself says he can no longer pay that, or saying that the Forbes amount is incorrect, or he disputes it. And as of right now, Future has not showed up to court. He's been ghosting, so that's just a number that's floating out there, okay? So that has already been debunked. So the first thing, before we get into all this, before you talk about somebody's business, like before I drag my ass on this camera and talk about everybody's business, let me make sure I got all my updated stuff, because I don't want to be looking like Summer Walker, looking stupid, because she's talking about women like this disgust me. Girl, let me tell you what Summer Walker had the nerve to type on her Finsta. I just kind of shouted y'all for Finsta, just to know the hoodie is a Crenshaw. What did I've been living unconventional. Okay, anyway, y'all. So a Finsta is a fake Instagram account, and so normally people's Finstas are anonymous. However, Summer Walker has a pretty known Finsta account. I think she even be posting her own pictures on Finsta. So we all know that Galactahora is Summer Walker. Okay, so on her Finsta account, she had the nerve to say this. She wants $53,000 a month. Women like this are so disgusting and sad. I feel bad for this man. Where do y'all even find these type of women? I'm going down. I know she didn't say she felt bad for Future, who on baby mama number 56. I know she said she didn't feel bad for Future, who didn't even want to claim his damn kids. Summer, girl. But it don't even matter what I have to say. Let me tell you guys what Eliza Reign had to say, because Eliza Reign said all the things I had to say and more. Okay, like I said, Summer Walker was not ready. So Eliza Reign said, first of all, Miss Galactahora, nice music, but where your brain at? I don't even like going back and forth with black women during times like these, but how are you speaking on a situation like mine when your man is doing the same, if not worse, than the person I'm battling in court? Instead of condemning me on a fake number, you should be using your platform to speak against this type of neglect of children and abuse of women. But I can't expect much from a person who condones their man allegedly playing the same type of games. So, you know, when she's talking about her man, she's talking about London on the track. So you guys know that London on the track, he don't take care of his kids, basically. And Summer Walker and whoever his baby mama was kind of getting into it or whatever, because she was trying to defend her man. But this girl was like, sit down. Sit down. He has kids. He has kids over here that he ain't taking care of. So hush up. So that's who she was referring to in that one. Okay, but she didn't stop there. Oh, no. Oh, no, wait. But there's more. She said, imagine being a black woman with a big platform built on music that is mostly celebrated and supported by black women, using your voice to bash another black woman based on fake news. Instead of speaking up for black women who are forced into situations like mine by black men who are never held accountable. Speaking of holding black men accountable, you lay up under a black man who was allegedly mistreating other black women and the children they share with him. Imagine that. And girl, she put a nail in the coffin, okay? She said, oh, I thought the musty deadbeat girlfriend said something. Nail in the coffin, sis. Like, Summer Walker was not ready. But that's it. So she just got rightfully gathered. That's all I can say about that one. So moving right along swiftly and professionally, I want to talk about John Boyega. So John Boyega was in Star Wars. He was somebody in Star Wars. I really don't know. I don't watch Star Wars. But he did an interview with the GQ magazine of the UK, okay? And basically, he laid all they bare. He said, Disney, stop bringing in black characters that y'all not ready for. If you guys remember, when the Star Wars first, you know, showed their cast and said that they were going to have somebody black in there, there was actually a little bit of an uproar, okay? People were actually, like, slightly offended. They were like, what? Like, you should not be wearing a stormtrooper uniform. Like, what? Like, a black person? Ah! Like, they ain't never seen a black person before, you know what I'm saying? So, it was actually a big deal. And he spoke on that. And he got a lot of support from black people and also the black sci-fi fans, because they do exist, guys. We are not monoliths. So he got a whole bunch of support. But what he said was, how come in that second movie, The Last Jedi, I was just pushed to the side? I think that Disney and the Star Wars franchise kind of felt some type of way about how their fans were feeling, so they just sidelined John Boyega. And he was like, y'all seem to know what to do with all these other main characters, but y'all just didn't know what to do with me. Y'all just, me and Kelly Tran just got pushed to the side. So in his interview, he stated, you get yourself involved in projects and you're not necessarily going to like everything. But what I would say to Disney is, do not bring out a black character, market them to be much more important in the franchise than they are, and then have them pushed to the side. It's not good. I'll say it straight up. He's talking about himself here, about the character of Finn, the former stormtrooper who wielded a lightsaber in the first film before being somewhat nudged to the periphery. But he is also talking about other people of color in the cast, Naomi Ackie and Kelly Marie Tran, and even Oscar Isaac, a brother from Guatemala, who he feels suffered the same treatment. He is acknowledging that some people will say he's crazy or making it up, but the recorded character hierarchy of The Last Jedi was particularly hard to take. So basically he said, y'all want me to shut up and say, I had a good time, I enjoyed it, be the good Negro, and I'm not doing that. I didn't enjoy it, I didn't have a good time. He said he was the only cast member that his experience was shaped by his race. He even talked about in this interview about how like the hairstylist didn't know what the hell to do with his hair, but they act like they did and was lost. He talked about how the costume artist or whatever always had a funny look when they had to style him. All those small microaggressions he spoke about. So it really goes to show it don't matter where you are, what platform you are on, these microaggressions still exist. And that leads me to our final discussion for today, and that's a lady named Jess Krug. If you don't know who Jess Krug is, she is a woman. Oh, I'm sorry, Jess Krug. It might as well be Freddy Krueger. All right, so let me tell you who Jess Krug is from Jess Krug's mouth. Now, Jess Krug is an associate professor at the George Washington University, and on her little Meet My Professor page, she describes herself as follows. Jess Krug is an unrepentant and unreformed child of the hood. Whether dancing, doing research around the world, or teaching, movement is her first language. Much of her time, energy, and all of her heart are consumed in the struggle for her community in El Barrio and worldwide, whether against the violence of the state as manifested by police, the encroaching colonialism of gentrification, or around issues of community, health, and environmental justice. She teaches, writes, and is an organizer with Harlem Cop Watch and works with the Revolutionary Fitness. In the end, she firmly believes that everything works better when remixed to bachata. Where the problem comes in is that Jess Krug, her whole life, have been under the guise of a black woman, Afro-Latina to be specific. She's been telling everybody her whole life that she is black. And I'm saying, like, why is this even a thing, y'all? Why is this blackfishing and all this Rachel Dolezal mess even a thing? Like, why do y'all want to be black so bad? I mean, I get it. I do get it, but girl, it's a way to appreciate the black culture without being a culture vulture. Matter of fact, in her own words, Jess Krug says, I am not a culture vulture, I am a culture leech. So in her little interview, when she finally decided to come clean, she just woke up one morning and said, hey, I'm gonna actually be that Jewish woman for Kansas. Despite publicly identifying as a black woman for years, George Washington University Associate Professor Jessica Krug admitted Thursday that she is actually white. For the better part of my adult life, every move I've made, every relationship I've formed has been rooted in the napalm toxic soils of lies. To an escalating degree over my adult life, I have eschewed my lived experience as a white Jewish child in suburban Kansas City under various assumed identities within a blackness that I had no right to claim. No sis, you didn't. First, North African blackness, then U.S. rooted blackness, then Caribbean rooted Bronx blackness, she said. I have built my life on a violent anti-black lie, and I have lied in every breath I have taken. I have lied in every breath I have taken. Like, why do white women just not be comfortable just who they are? And you slightly ethnic white, like, you know, you Jewish. I want you guys to remember this, and somebody on Twitter said this. When Jessica Krug gets her book deal and is on the talk show circuit, remember this tweet. White women continually harm our communities and are rewarded for their efforts. Yes, I could not say that better myself. You guys remember Rachel Dolezal? She had a whole documentary on Netflix. Guys, I don't know how much she got paid for the documentary, but she definitely got paid for the documentary, as well as like the amount of people that watched it. I even watched it because I was trying to figure out what the heck went wrong for you to tell people your whole life that you're black and your two white parents have to come out and drag you. It's like, dang, like, it's like their tears just like grow anti-black flowers, and I'm just not here for it. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. Tell you guys what you think about all these topics. Tell me what you think about Summer Walker, and do you feel like that she had any business speaking on the Eliza Reign and Future situation, or do you feel like she was right? All right, tell me how you feel about John Boyega and what he had to say about Star Wars and Disney as a whole. And then lastly, tell me what you feel about the unrepentant, unreformed child of the hood, you know, the hood baby, Miss Jess Krug. Tell me how you feel about her, guys. And once again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye. Mwah.